Hello everybody. Welcome to the indoor wedding ceremony of Ashley and Damian. We were talking about waiting it out a little bit and just seeing if we could have it outside and then it started pouring. So here we are indoors in the air conditioning. I'm good with that. Well, my name is Reverend Carol Lynn, and I'm honored to have been chosen to officiate today's ceremony. Now before we begin, I do have a little announcement. Ashley and Damian want all of you to really be able to enjoy how their wedding ceremony feels and to be truly present in the moment with us. They've hired an amazing wedding photographer, my good friend Jennifer, and an awesome videographer. This is Alexis. And we are here to help you enjoy how this wedding ceremony feels. So we're just respectfully asking at this time to sit back and relax. Put your cameras away, turn off your cell phones. But of course, Ashley and Damian will be happy to share their wedding ceremony photos and videos with you afterwards. Thank you for respecting their wishes. Now, let's start this ceremony.
Start So many say, and it's all a lie, but I will love you. You are the reason I'm making through the day. Give me the reason.
Well, that wasn't true love. I don't know what was. Thank you for getting me all emotional. Good evening, everybody. We gather here today to witness and celebrate an act of deep love. Ashley and Damian, in their devotion, respect, and love for each other, wish to unite the bond of marriage and to dedicate themselves to each other's happiness and well-being as life mates and partners. On behalf of them, I welcome you. Now, although this is their day, it's a tribute to each and every one of you here today. For knowing you and interacting with you has helped make Ashley and Damian who they needed to be to find each other. We would like to thank you all for that. All of you are the threads which are woven into the tapestry of our lives, and each one of you is an important piece of the story it tells. It's a fabric they will wrap around themselves when the world seems cold or rainy. But on days like today, when everything's perfect in the world, it will probably display this tapestry for all to see with all the glorious colors and texture and diversity that each one of you adds. You all hold a very special place in their hearts that they have reserved for their closest family and friends. We are deeply, deeply grateful for each and every one of you here today. Now, Ashley and Damian, they wanted to be sure that they were given the opportunity to acknowledge their parents on this occasion. They want to offer their profound gratitude for all the love and care that you've shown in raising them, the unconditional gifts of love and support that you have continually offered to them have inspired them, and they want to thank you for that from the bottom of their hearts, for guiding them to this celebration of love here today. For without you, we know this day would not be possible. Now, everybody join me for just a moment. Let's close our eyes and bring to mind any loved ones who could not be with us here today. Though they are absent physically, we invoke through our thoughts their loving presence. Now, from our hearts, we ourselves visualize and sanctify all the love we would bestow upon Ashley and Damian in their lives as a couple and as a family. Now, our reading for today is a poem that's called The Key to Love, and it talks about the foundation of their marriage. They chose it for this part of their ceremony. So I share with you, when two people decide to share their lives together in marriage, well, they have found what we call the key to love. You see, the key to love is understanding, the ability to comprehend not only the spoken word, but the unspoken gestures and the little things that say so much by themselves. And the key to love is forgiveness, to accept each other's faults, pardon their mistakes, without forgetting, but with remembering what you learned from them. And the key to love is sharing, facing your good fortune as well as your challenging times together, while conquering problems, forever searching for ways to intensify your happiness together. And the key to love is giving, without the thought of anything in return, but maybe just the hope of a simple smile, and by giving in, but never, ever giving up. The key to love is respect, realizing that you are two separate people with two separate sets of ideas, that you don't belong to each other, but you most certainly belong with each other. You share a mutual bond. And what we learn from this is that the key to love is inside us all. It takes time and patience to unlock all the ingredients that will take you through its threshold. It's a continual learning process, that demands a lot of work from the both of you, but the rewards you will receive for this work are more than worth the efforts. And this, my friends, is the curriculum. So we have a special section here where we have a reading, and these two chose their mothers to come and share this reading. Now, unfortunately, Darby, I forgot the microphone back on the bar. Now, if everybody wants to meet Darby, she will be up here in 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds. Darby's our coordinator here, and she's done an amazing job today going from plan A to plan B. Let's see, do we have this one? Yeah, this is plan C. You know, it all works. Pat, is it down here?
Gray button on the bottom.
I found it.
You're on.
Okay, so we're going to invite Linda and Dee to come forward to share the readings today. And who's first?
I'm reading about love in 1 Corinthians 13, chapter 4 to 8. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil. It rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails.
I'd like to share a reading from the 14th Dalai Lama. Take into account the great power and great achievements involve great risk. A loving atmosphere in your home is the foundation for your life. Be gentle with the earth. Be gentle with each other. Remember that the best relationship is one in which your love for each other exceeds your need for each other. So love yourselves, love each other, love all that is your life together, and all else will follow.
I'm going to leave this up here so you can have it for your toast. It's fine. You get by with a little. Well, seeing that no moment in anybody's lifetime is without meaning, we ask that you take this marriage as a celebration and continuation of your commitment to one another. This commitment shall be eternal. Today signifies the creation and forging between your mind, your body, and your spirits. May you be fulfilled by each other's love and friendship. May you be overjoyed by the promises you are about to make and the life together you will create. Now remember, in every marriage, there's good times and there's challenging times, but you're going to face these times together, and you'll find strength in one another. Now your marriage is going to be a journey. From getting to know you, I know you've already been on a journey, but you have so much more in your future. You will make promises today to one another that will be lived out until the end of your lives. Tomorrow can bring you the greatest of joys, but today's the day it all begins for you. So I ask, do you, with your family and friends present as your witnesses, are you presenting yourselves willingly and of your own accord to be united in marriage, and will you promise to care for each other in the joys and sorrows of life, come what may, and share the responsibility for growth and enrichment of your lives together?
I do.
Well, speaking of I do, we've got some I do vows here for you. Ashley and Damian, now that I know you are ready to step into the circle of matrimony, assume holds rights, obligations, and abundant joys. I'm going to ask you to join hands. It happens. Do you, Damian, take this woman who stands before you, Ashley, to be a wife, to love her, to honor her, to nurture and support her in times of joy and in times of challenge? Do you promise to remain by her side regardless of what troubles befall you? Do you promise to remain steadfast and true? And do you promise with all your heart and soul to honor these vows you take today until death do you part? If so, please tell her I do. And you, Ashley, take this man who stands before you as your husband to love him, to honor him, to nurture and support him in times of joy and in times of difficulty. Do you promise to remain by his side regardless of what troubles befall you? Do you promise to remain steadfast and true to him? And you promise with all your heart and soul to honor these vows until they do you part? If so, please tell me. Well, we got the formal ones out of the way, but you two have decided to write vows to one another that you will share now. Now, we don't usually have you do that on a microphone. These vows are between you, so you can say it as loud or as quietly as you'd like. You get to go first.
Promise to give you, Ashley, best of myself, ask of you, and more than you can give. I promise to respect you as a good person, and to ensure that your interests, desires, and needs continue to be equal and no less important than I am. I promise to share with you my time and attention, and to bring joy, rigidity, and transparency to our relationship. I promise to continue to be your best friend by keeping myself fully open to you, and to continue to help see the window of my life. And into my innermost fears, feelings, and dreams. In all of this, most of all, I promise to love you in good times and bad, through thick and thin, in sickness and in health, with all that I have to give, and all I feel inside. I promise you all of this, beginning and about, completely, with my all.
Standing in front of her friends and family, I see you be my constant friend and partner. I will work to create bond of honesty, respect, and trust, one that withstands the tides of time and change and grows along with us. Remember, maybe it works. But I respect and honor you for all that you are doing. Taking part in the miracles. Promise to challenge you into accept challenges about me. Promise to encourage you and inspire you. To laugh with you and comfort you. I promise to be your equal partner and best friend. Together we will face all of life's experiences and share one another's dreams. Above all, I will give you my love for you and I pledge this to you from the bottom of my heart.
The presentation of your rings, which will symbolize and find your love. And you have the rings, please. Hope they didn't walk away with it. All right, we can give her your veil so she can place it on her hand. Okay, go ahead and take it out. That. You place the ring on your bride's hand and repeat these words. With this ring, I pledge my love and faithfulness to you. I choose you to be my wife this day and forevermore. Where this ring and finger meet. I love you. Actually, we'll place Damian's hand and repeat the words with this ring. I love my love and faithfulness to you. I choose you to be my husband this day and forevermore. Or this ring and finger meet. And know that I love you. I ask that you both wear these rings in the enclosing bond of arms of trust and fulfill the circle of love. So, most ceremonies have something to take home, like you say, something to share on your first anniversary. Well, what these two have decided to do is what we call a letter of my box ceremony. And this box contains, I told them 1 bottle of wine. They got 2 bottles. Yes, and others. I get it. And I was looking at this earlier, long brand of wine. Never heard of it. Is there something special about that, or was it on sale at Trader Joe's? Oh, come on, everybody. Oh, that's beautiful. Here you go. Well, what we're going to do is have you put your vows that you wrote into here, along with the 2 bottles of wine. Look at that. And these vows are going to be sealed with the bottle of wine, and they will share the bottle of wine on their first wedding anniversary, 2 bottles of wine, on their first wedding anniversary. Now, they're in a hurry to get this over with, but I love the drag out ceremony, so I'm going to ask you to lay down those bottles of wine. See? And put the lid on there and seal it. Keep this box in a place of honor in your home as a constant reminder of your commitment that you made to each other today. As I mentioned, on your first wedding anniversary, open the box. Pour 1 bottle at a time and share your vows again with one another. Go ahead and do that in front. So Ashley and Damian, the presence of all your family and friends here today, and that guy, you have performed the word or the rites and spoken the words which unite your lives. It is a joy and a privilege of mine to declare you are indeed now husband and wife. Ashley and Damian, you may now share your first kiss as husband and wife. Okay, face that way, both hands. The 2 of you are now joined in one important circle. Wherever you go, may you always return to one another in your togetherness. May you grow in understanding and in compassion. May the home that you establish, wherever you are in this world, be such a place of sanctuary that all who goes there finds a friend. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to rise to your feet as I present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Damian and Ashley Reed.